reason we partnered with Notion is that we had a number of key drivers that we wanted to deliver as a business when embedding management development within Amino Technologies. And the main objective was to establish a leadership program within the group and start to develop a consistent approach in terms of how we were supporting, growing, developing our leaders across the whole business. Prior to implementing this, most of our learning interventions were kind of individual or probably more targeted to small groups or departments. So we did some executive coaching, or we'd kind of buy an off-the-shelf program to kind of help fit a need that we'd identified. Choosing the Star Manager program, that aligned to the three aims that we had in looking at kind of our Amino leadership program, and that was to embed a culture of collaboration and engagement. We really wanted to kind of drive that with our leaders. And then we wanted to create a common language around leadership. So no matter who you were within the business, you understood the language that would be used when we were talking about development and growing individuals. And then we wanted to really show and kind of make that positive investment in our leadership, both now because we recognise there's a need, but also for the future as well, so we can scale and grow the business moving forward. So the challenge in our industry is that the expectations of our consumers are constantly changing. And that requires our customers that we work with to be increasingly nimble and agile with their products, services, and offerings. And so for us to meet those demands, we've had to foster this culture of innovation within which we strive to deliver our industry-leading solutions. Now, the standout features of the STAR program helped us achieve this. So we needed to ensure that we had open communication and feedback across the group, so ideas could be shared and nurtured and ultimately delivered. And operational coaching has really given our leaders and managers the skills and the tools to be able to promote this continuous learning and create an environment where curiosity within our employees is supported and allowed to grow as well. And the program also really aligns to something we launched last year around diversity and inclusion. So as well as obviously supporting the diversity within our business between our gender, age, background, that sort of thing, we've really looked to promote diversity of thought and opinion, where everyone can bring their authentic self to work. And the tools from the Star Manager program has really given our leaders the opportunity to help bring those ideas out and then give our employees confidence and the time to think for themselves, share their ideas. And that really is driving innovation across the business to help us deliver our products now and services for the future as well. What's changed within the business as a result of taking part in the Star Manager program? I kind of referenced the original aims of our leadership program, and I think we're really beginning to see a more consistent approach in terms of how we lead within the business, and certainly the language is more consistent. We're getting greater collaboration amongst our teams as more leaders are open about sharing their learning. And we've set up kind of internal Slack channels and group discussions so we can get participants that have taken the program to share success stories, raise questions. And this is being used as we would hope, which is obviously, that, as I said, that greater collaboration as well. And I think our leaders are also recognizing the benefits of investing in their own development. We work in a very kind of technical engineering space where technical and personal development on the learning around engineering is a given. That's what people do naturally. And I think they often not disregard, but forget the personal skills and how they can really develop. And I think we've really kind of championed that development in that area now. And the leaders and the managers are really seeing that actually developing their personal skill set is just as important as developing their technical skills and knowledge. And that together, that's going to really help them develop and make their lives and obviously working time so much more enjoyable. Changes that we've noticed is the program has enabled our leaders to call upon a range of techniques to promote kind of growth mindset within their employees. They're asking more insightful questions. They're focusing on coaching rather than just managing and providing answers. And this in turn has given them more time to think strategically and to drive a range of process improvements, deliver projects, and really lay the foundations for that continued evolution of the company and obviously growth. And as I mentioned earlier, obviously we've got a really, really exciting 2025 strategy, and giving them the opportunity and the time to really reflect on actually where we are, how can I get into driving this and delivering that moving forward, and having the time to be able to do that, particularly from a strategic perspective, rather than just being stuck in the operational, has been really important to them. Once it's in place and as the learning is kind of really embedded and put into practice, it does provide a really positive return on the investment as well. And whether managers completely change their approach to leadership or they just make a couple of tweaks or small changes around the edges, collectively those individual changes, when you put them together, make a huge difference to not only the culture but also the development of an organisation as well. And I think that for us has been our real return on investment, and that's what I would really promote to others around the programme. Would I recommend it? I'd say yes, definitely.